Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot, your ultimate destination for pop culture, celebrity, royal, and musical tarot reads. So this video is part 2 of Harry and Meghan go to Vegas. In this reading, if you haven't seen part one, we just kind of looked at their perspective and how they felt in the aftermath, which it is still 11 o'clock-ish in the morning on Monday, November 6th. We're going to take a look at some of the other celebrities that were around them in that little VIP area. So we had Orlando Bloom with his 3-year-old in tow, their daughter Daisy, his and Katy Perry's child, Daisy. Celine Dion, who apparently Meghan and Harry queued up to go meet her. So Celine's been on hiatus because she's had some of her own health challenges, but she showed up. This is second public sighting in the last few weeks. So that's encouraging that she is back. And we're also going to look at Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden, who were also there. They were also apparently around them at the sushi meeting where they had sushi lunch with them. So let's see what's in the cards. Be right back. Welcome back. I'm Annabelle, a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we're going to take a mystical journey into the lives of the celebrities that were in orbit around Harry and Meghan at the Katy Perry show. So please remember, all of my readings are for entertainment purposes only. They are my own psychic downloads and my psychic impressions and my own personal opinions. Please do your own research before you make up your mind about something like this. So also real quick housekeeping. I am doing a special on parties in person or on video conferencing with 8 invitees, including the hostess. The hostess will get read for free. You can book your own private magical reading or your party with me at the link in the description of this video, or by emailing me at fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com, or by going to the website fortunecookiestarot.com as well. So hope everybody's really excited. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the subscribe button to join me in exploring the stars and cards in the future. So let's take a look at some of the people that were in orbit around Meghan and Harry. So in the last video, if you haven't seen it, please go back and look. We were taking a look at why Harry had such a pickle face in all the pictures. I determined that there was some kind of disagreement on the plane, and that would explain why they were separate as they were walking on the red carpet on the tarmac. I believe there was a red carpet on the tarmac. So I hope Omid takes umbrage with that as well. So let's take a look. So we're going to go in reverse order of what I said in the intro. Let's see what Benji Madden, I got his name right now, and Cameron Diaz thought. They were right next to them. Let's see how they felt. We're going to look collectively as a couple. How did they feel about seeing Harry and Meghan? And again, we are using the Phantom Wise Tarot. It's a cute little deck, but it's a little bit hard to tell what some of the cards are. So I will let you know, boys and girls. So we've got a 6 of Cups, Tower in reverse, 10 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We have Justice in reverse as our dominant energy, and Temperance in reverse on the dark and shadow side. So what this tells me is they were glad to see them. Certainly, oh, hey, good to see you. But then something happened that was disruptive. And it's almost like they separated themselves. And the Ten of Cups says, hey, they were happy to see them. But there was something that they separated themselves and created the sanctity of their unit. So Benji and Cameron kind of moved away from that orbit. They didn't want to be a part of that. They didn't want to like hang out, like go to the bathroom and share lip gloss. So I did say share lip gloss. So let's see what happened that made them move away. The tower in reverse is something that someone did. So what happened there? Oh dear. Oh dear. Now I don't know if it doesn't seem like Benji and Cameron are dumb enough to make mention of the king. But perhaps they made mention of the royal family to get out of a conversation with the two of them. Oh, we saw, whatever. We saw William and Catherine having a great time in Scotland. So they made mention of the royal family, and that was it was done on purpose. It was done on purpose to not have to keep talking to them. So, it's like that scene in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion where Romy is talking to someone and they say something and she goes, I have to go. My shoe is filling with blood. And she just, Mira Sorvino, God bless her. And she just kind of shuffled away. It's almost like this was they dropped something to make themselves seem not palatable. They kind of I don't want to say they drew a line in the sand. It was very subtle. Good for them. Very, very crafty kind of thing. I think Benji and Cameron have a very unique little situation between the two of them. I always liked Cameron Diaz. I always did. I always thought she was just an absolute peach and she could not be cuter. So this injustice, why do we have this injustice, justice in reverse, that they recognized right away? What is that about? It's the departure from the royal family. They thought it was very, very stupid, oh, these are such negative cards. So they really did not like the departure. Let's not talk about the sushi date that they had, but they thought it was very foolish, a dumb decision that also was irrevocable. When we get this Two of Swords in reverse, that's usually an irrevocable decision that's made. And it resulted in them being very, very less than successful, and having a very unhappy home and no way to return. It's almost like they're like, why did you shoot yourself in the foot so badly? Like, we couldn't write a script that was worse. So I think they were very, very put off by the past actions. They did not want to. Now, Cameron Diaz and Benjamin, I don't think that they're really, really high rollers in terms of accumulated wealth in Hollywood. I don't think that they're at the top 25% of stakeholders or financial monsters in Hollywood. I think they're just kind of like regular. I don't want to say they're upper middle class people, but in Hollywood, I think they kind of rank as that upper middle class in Hollywood. They're just kind of regular people. And I think there was an attempt to hitch the Harkle cart to their horse. And I think they shut that down right away and said, no, like we're all struggling. We're all struggling. Temperance in the shadow self, they just do not like these people. They don't think that they're very kind. They don't think that they're very nice. They do think that they were foolish, tried to make magic happen and failed miserably. This was like their great escape, part of the matter. Wheel of Fortune, they rolled the dice and cut themselves out. So the Diaz Maddens don't want to have anything to do with them. In fact, they probably did an Irish goodbye. So those of you that don't know what an Irish goodbye is, that's when you leave without saying goodbye to everyone. My husband tells me about it all the time. We actually have a friend who's Irish who's very, very good at it. The Italian goodbye is what I am excellent at, which is you say goodbye to everyone 3 or 4 times before you leave, and you keep circling the party because you just want to make sure that you say goodbye to everyone. So that's that. Good for Benji, Madden, and Cameron Diaz. So Celine Dion. Celine Dion. So now there's a whole debate online whether they queued for Celine or Celine queued to see them. Every picture I saw, it looks like they were queued up to see her. They were waiting in line to introduce themselves. What was Celine's impression of them? I hope Meghan didn't say, "We're so proud of you, Celine. We're so proud of all you've accomplished." Those of you that don't know, she said that about Elton John. And I think that's a hell of a nerve to say to someone with the amount of talent and career that Elton John has had. 10 of swords, or 2 of swords, I'm sorry. 2 of swords, ace of wands. Oof. Well, the shadow self says it all right here. Queen of Swords, she wanted to cut them off before they even got started. 2 of Swords, this is dealing with both of them being forced to have to talk to both of them because they're both royalty. I know Celine Dion's not royalty; she's music royalty. I know. Don't call me out on that. So she did step up and was gracious, as I would expect Celine Dion would be. I've never heard that she was, rude or haughty or anything like that. I would expect her to step up and be super kind and super professional. Not kind, but professional. I think she would be very, very professional in this meeting. She did let her guard down. This I do think is I think Meghan probed about her health. How is your health? How is your health, Celine? We've been so worried. Every day we pray for you. Oh, God, give me a break. So I do think there was a conversation like that went on. Just 1 second. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She did ask about her health. And I'm sure Harry came along and was like, "Oh, yeah, we're so worried. What's wrong with you? You have laryngitis." When she actually has stone person syndrome or frozen person syndrome, which is horrible for a singer or an athlete or anyone who actually uses their physical body to work. So I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that, but she was, was very, very serious quite some time ago. So I think that they did. I think Meghan asked how she was doing, trying to pretend to be empathetic and the nice person. And she possibly even offered up some solutions for her, like holistic solutions, like you should talk to my guru. I am a firm believer that Meghan is into all of this. I think Meghan reads tarot cards. I think she knows what goes on. She probably follows some of the bigger names, probably not me, because I'm just a little fish in a big pond of YouTube. So I do think that she inquired about her health. It was a little bit rude, maybe offered some assistance. And then we get into this Emperor in reverse. It almost showed they really are nothing burger. And I think that Celine was kind of surprised by that. I think she was really surprised that the bloom is so far off the rose here. Yeah, I think she was shocked that they have really abandoned the family, and I don't I think there's not very I think this is something that's in the language with him. I think Harry spews a lot of dislike for his family just automatically. I don't think that he can help himself. It's really terrible. Two of Pentacles, Celine said, I've got to go over here. My people need me over here. I don't think she has an English accent. She's got a French accent. I can't do French accent, but she actually had herself moved off her spot. So I think she put some people between her and them so that she didn't have to deal with the rubbing of the elbows, the chafing of the elbows. It almost feels like that at this point, that like Meghan is rubbing elbows so hard that it's chafing. I think people are coming away with bloodied elbows. So now, Orlando. That's fun to say. Orlando, their alleged neighbor and alleged buddy of Harry, the friends, they hang out. What did Orlando think of them showing up? Now, just to remind you guys, Katy Perry did throw some shade at Meghan at one point about her wedding dress. She was asked in an interview whose dress she liked better. And Katy Perry, obviously is, a fashion forward kind of icon. She's doing a lot of crazy costumes on stage. She has been in some really fantastic outfits on red carpets and at events. But they had asked her in an interview what she thought of Meghan and Kate, Catherine, Princess of Wales, wedding gowns, and she said Meghan could have done one more fitting and then winked. And so it was a little shady. But we all know she could have done one more fitting or worn something else. So something less bright and white. But I can't say anything because the second time I got married not with a veil that went over my face, but a veil down the back, and I did wear a white dress. It wasn't super brightish, but I did wear a white dress. So first wedding, I wore a white dress too. Probably shouldn't have worn a white dress to either, but nonetheless. So let's see what Orlando thought of them being there, and did he interact with them? Orlando. Knight of Wands. Look at me, I'm Sandra D. Keep the Harkles far from me. Won't go to bed till I'm legally wed. All right, so what have we here? This Knight of Wands in reverse. He wanted them kept away from him. Queen of Cups in reverse, not happy about it. He may have sent something over to them, a message. This may be a message that was sent over, even though it's a pentacle and messages are usually the swords. I think that he sent maybe a written note, because the pentacles are physical things. I think he might have said, here, send this note over, tell him I can't talk to them, and we're busy backstage after, but I see them here, I acknowledge their presence. I think he did something formal like that. Maybe we'll get to see you guys in the future. Like maybe we'll hang out later. There was an excuse of we have to be places. There are things that we have to do. But this 10 of Pentacles under the surface, he doesn't want their stank on his legacy and reputation any longer. He really wants to separate himself from them. The 2 of Pentacles, let's just see what he said here. He said what he said. He said what he said. The relationship is dead. He'll still be nice, but the relationship is dead. He's going to play that Hollywood player move. They are loose cannons. There's nothing that's protected when you're around these people. There's nothing that's secret around these people. Probably he's upset that they leaked that, oh, we're neighbors, and we hang out. I could ride my bike over to his house. So I think he was very upset that information was leaked like that. And they just feel like they are somebody that they cannot hang out with. They're not going to be successful. They're failing miserably. This Two of Swords is not, he's not changing his mind. He's not moving back. And I honestly get the sense that it was more his decision, Orlando's decision to walk away from them than it was Katie's. I think Katie was very clear from the beginning that she didn't really have anything in common with Meghan. Yeah, didn't like her, didn't have anything in common, just as happy to maintain her own position. There's something about a lack of talent, a lack of doing, and that she just wanted to kind of rub elbows and hobnob with everybody. So Katy Perry, I don't think likes Meghan Markle very much. I think, you know, if they're neighbors, they're neighborly. I don't think that they're excessively nice, but I think that there may have been an effort to get in really, really deep with them and be like best buddies. And I think Katy Perry's like, yeah, I don't have anything in common. It's not a fun night out with them. Which I don't think it is. I don't think Meghan Markle is a fun person to hang out with unless you're like her. So I just think that's about it. So it's unfortunate. Those poor unfortunate souls. So I went to Ursula. So all right. All right. So did Katy Perry gift them the tickets? This is the $1 million question. Were they gifted their tickets by Katy Perry? Were they gifted the tickets by Katy Perry? No, not at all. Not at all. Tickets were not given. Was she shocked when she was alerted to their presence? She was not happy. And she said, keep that woman far from me. That's from Greece, if you guys don't know. This is Rizzo from Greece. So we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. So this is an Eight of Cups in reverse. So no, she did not gift those tickets. When she found out that they were attending, she was like, oh crap. And she said, just keep them out of backstage, keep them out of the whole thing. They're not part of the entourage. They're not coming back. They're not going to be part of the whole scene. They're star effers. Like at this point, they are star effers. They're just trying to get in with people, and trying to align themselves. And I think she's a bit less concealing of her dislike of them. I think she's like, oh yeah, okay. It's like the mom from Friday when she was talking to Miss Hoffa across the street in her shorts and her tight shirt. Like, call me when you get home, girl. Okay. It was one of the greatest lines ever. So I think we've milked this cow as hard as we can. I think we're done with the Vegas endeavor. It just, oh God, they're trying so hard. But it's unfortunate. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already, you can get more magical readings like this. Also, book your own magical reading with me and attend one of my lives. I should have a live coming up tomorrow night, or tonight, Tuesday. I'm probably going to launch this one on Tuesday, part 1 on Monday evening. So Tuesday night, I will have a live and hopefully see some of you and do readings for you. So I will see you soon. Thanks so much for being here.